Hello guys, today I'm here with Frederick Beeg. He's the CEO and founder of Crosswise, which is a cross-chain DEX being launched in about a month. So I have some questions for Frederick in this video. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Leave a like, subscribe, and let's go for it. Okay guys, I'm here with Frederick Beeg, the CEO of Crosswise. I'm super excited about the project. I'd like to interview Frederick today to talk about the DEXs, his project. So Frederick, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
Cool, man. And we met in Bali, 2 years ago? And
yeah, it's some time ago.
Yeah,
Since then, I've been busy.
Yeah, I met you in person, then in Kopangan. You were also in Pangan when I was there, so
exactly.
Super happy. And then when
I'm
I realized you're making this project, I was super excited. Wow, because you were like a successful guy. You had a gaming company before. You do also e-commerce into crypto. And you've been building this project for many months. You know, when I was there, I could not believe my eyes when I saw you, like all this project management, managing many people. And this was so exciting for me to see, because in the crypto space, it's very hard to find people actually building something before. First they launch something, then after they build, right?
Mostly they are raising the money first, and then they are trying to build.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw you investing money, building something like, wow, this is insane. For me, it was super, mind-blowing. I was super excited, and this is one of the reasons I invest in your project, because I believe in the project, and also most important, I believe in you, because you are like a very humble guy, a successful guy, but very humble. When I met you in the beginning, I had no idea how successful you are, you know. So, and in the more I get to know each other, I realize, yeah.
I think it's very important, you know, to just to be honest with your project and the expectations you're giving to investors. Otherwise, when you are trying to build something and you can't come up with it, it won't work out. And especially in the crypto space, it's difficult to find the right guys to actually build something, to have the devs, to have someone who knows about cybersecurity, someone who knows about marketing in crypto, which is very difficult, especially for ICOs and everything. There are loads of fake AMA groups, loads of fake people on Telegram, on Twitter, on Instagram, trying to promote you for like $500 a tweet. Then you're getting 500 bots inside your group, and they're just asking random questions. And you see like 20 bots are asking the same questions. So in the end, it's just obvious it's fake. So
yeah,
of course it's
it's a crazy crypto space. Yeah, unfortunately, it has a lot of scams and things. So I know you are a serious guy, so that's why I want to give you the opportunity to talk about the project, talk about yourself. Yeah, so let's start. Before talking about the project, can you tell us a bit more about yourself, like what you've been doing in the past, like what you're doing now?
So when I was 18, I founded gk4me.com, which was one of the largest marketplaces for video games back then. We opened an eBay-styled marketplace for digital activation codes for games. And we have established this company in Hong Kong. We went from hiring 2 people to 25 within a year. And at some point, we decided to sell it because of new tax regulations in the European Union, which was the VAT MOS law back then. So you have to invoice the customer where he is based in, and not where your company is based in. And after that, I moved to building brands on Amazon, first in the EU, and then I went to the US and started doing like toy products and everything. But in the same time, I was very interested in crypto. So I started to invest in crypto. I started to gain knowledge about DeFi and everything, because DeFi is something that very much interests me. You don't have any boundaries at all. You don't need any kind of third-party providers such as PayPal or Amazon. You're just free to go with your own data, and anyone can just connect with their wallet to it and can just function with your app, which is super exciting, I think, because we have so many limitations in other sectors where you really need PayPal, you need Amazon, and there's always an issue with them limiting your accounts or any kind of bullshit that can really happen with it. So with DeFi, you don't have that. You're just honest, and you just have your app, and it's just obvious what you are trying to offer to customers and what you have to offer for users.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I have a e-commerce company also.
I know that.
In PayPal, Stripe, these guys, piss me off a lot.
Yeah, they can piss you off a lot.
All right, so let's then talk about the project because this is what we're here
Sure.
for, right? So can you tell us more like what is a Crosswise and how it differs from other
Of
DEXs
course.
we have out there?
So currently, the first DEXs we got on BSC and everything, like PancakeSwap and all of the others, they're completely decentralized, which means they just threw in the debt. Everyone can add any coin, any liquidity to any contract address they want, and there are no limitations. And also, they don't do any kind of vetting process, or they are not checking on projects that are actually being offered there, which means that we have a lot of rug pulls and scams and everything. And when you try to contact somewhere there regarding support or anything, you just go to the Telegram group and you have to find a mod who could potentially look into it, and he will contact the dev of the team. He might come back to you after a few days, but you're not too sure about that. So what we're trying to do with Crosswise is offering a centralized experience, like from the SEX, like from Binance or from Kraken or any other exchange on a decentralized exchange, which also results in like having a real support system with live support, with email and everything, so on. And also we are vetting new coins listed on our DEX. We're checking on them. We're checking if the liquidity is locked. We're checking if the owners can be verified, if the contracts have any kind of issues, if you could update them regarding new liquidity pools in the future. So we're actually warning our users if the project is safe to invest in. And we're trying to offer a lot of tools that other DEXs don't have. So for e.g., when you're trading on PancakeSwap, you would probably also need something like YieldWatch or ApeBoard to follow on your portfolio, to follow on your LPs, on the liquidity you're providing, because PancakeSwap or any other DEX, they didn't offer too many stats for your account. So you weren't too sure how much impermanent loss you have. You aren't too sure how the coins in your portfolio developed over time. So we're trying to solve that issue and bring together all of those tools you need and the centralized support you are used to from any kind of SEX. So any kind of retail investor will be just fine with using our DApp, and it will be like like a gateway for new investors in the DeFi space to come to when they're only used to a centralized exchange until now.
Well, very exciting, man. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass when these exchanges you don't know, liquidities you're providing, like how much money you're making or losing. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You're completely lost. So
and also many users, they are not sure how safe it is to invest. I mean, even when the contract is audited, it still means they could potentially rug pull the whole liquidity when it's not locked, or like there are so many ways of how they could slowly rug pull a coin by also like selling it out from the team allocation or something and dumping the coin price. So in the end, like no one is too sure how safe the DeFi space is at the moment. We had those stories with Titan and Titan Finance and all of those, let's say, all of those cases where they got like the price hack, flash loan attack. Yeah. And I think it's very important to integrate with Chainlink and all of those other services to ensure like the safety and security of all users, because we are not talking about putting in $5,000, but people are providing millions in LP tokens on those platforms.
Yeah, crazy. And we just saw what happened also with Squid Game now, right? Like
it went Squid Game,
massive rug pull, man. All right, so but we're talking about Crosswise, you're also talking cross-chain, right? So we're gonna the goal of one of the goals of the project is also be able to do cross-chain transfers. So how this is gonna work? How we'll be able to actually create a cross-chain transfers?
So I mean, many projects that actually start from zero and try to build up their own API, they are kind of delusional, because to build an own API regarding cross-chain transfers and all of those nodes and liquidity pools on all sides and those interacting smart contracts from each chain, it's a huge thing to do. No team that has like 2 or 3 devs will be able to solve that within a year or something. This is something where you really need like 15 devs working full-time on it. And that's why we also wanted to ensure, of course, maximum security, so the node system can't fuck up, to be honest. So we decided to go with Biconomy, which is they're offering their Hyphen API. So Biconomy is a provider. They also launched their own service, their own coin a few months ago. And they offer the Hyphen API, which is for cross-chain transfers. And they're offering the API for gasless feature, for the gasless feature we're using.
Okay.
So we have partnered up with them to work on those two features with them. And we are ready to launch on BSC, to Polygon, and to ETH with Hyphen. And this API also interconnects all of those nodes from each chain. So when the user starts to transfer on BSC, this transaction is getting processed to the node on BSC, and the LP token is then sent from the LP pool on BSC to the user. And this happens instantly almost. It only takes 20 seconds, not like a Polygon bridge or any kind of other bridge which uses like layer 1 to layer 2 transfers, which take up to 2 hours to process. So especially now you see like on Polygon, the bridge is very slow. They have a lot of transactions. They have to manually process them through the nodes. They go from layer 2 to layer 2, from layer 2 to layer 1. And this takes up to 2 hours. We are able to process any kind of cross-chain transfer within 20 seconds.
Wow, this is crazy. Very, very excited, man. This is very nice. And then this is a question I want to have to you. So which chains we're talking about? We're talking about BSC, sure. Polygon, Ethereum. What else?
So the first, I think the major chains we want to deploy first. So we're launching on BSC mid-December, and we quickly want to follow up with Polygon and then with Phantom first. So these are all chains based on Solidity and ERC20 tokens. So it's very easy to port smart contracts to it and to redeploy the app in on the other chain. And that's why we are taking the feedback from the community, and they all say like they are most actively trading on Polygon, Phantom, and BSC. So once we offer those three chains, I think the users will already be able to create a lot of transaction volume, because the most traded tokens are on those three chains at the moment.
Okay. Oh, nice. Cool. So and also when we talk about Crosswise, not talking about only cross-chain transfers and the DeFi, but we're talking also about the Launchpad feature, which is something that people are super excited. So what are like the long-term plans for the Launchpad?
Sure. So we're trying to create a launch hub rather than a launch pad. So you see many of those Launchpad features PancakeSwap and the others have to offer. People are excited about, of course, but they're kind of limited because you have to provide the LP tokens, their own token, their native tokens, such as Cake, is getting burned, and the rest of the 50%, the rest is taken and given to the project. So basically, PancakeSwap has like a 50% fee on any ICO they're hosting, which is a lot, to be honest. And they aren't offering anything else to the projects rather than this ICO marketing. Of course, they have a huge audience, but it doesn't mean that they are really like trying to trigger the success of the project, which would be more, let's say, it's more a success for the project to have help regarding setting up legal structures, regarding the tech of the projects, regarding marketing of the ICO, also regarding marketing once the project launches. So we are trying to offer all of these things in our incubation system, which will be called the Launch Hub for new projects. And also we will have new features such as pre-locked liquidity. So you can pre-lock the liquidity on our app, and once you launch, it's already locked. You can already pre-distribute the team allocations of coins and have a very transparent thing of doing this with your community. You will be able to have cross-chain liquidity pools. So let's say you're launching your coin on BSC, we will help you set it up on Phantom and Polygon as well for a G. So your coin will be tradable on all three of those chains, and you can reach a way larger amount of retail investors than only on BSC for a G.
Wow, super nice, super cool, man. And something that I see in your group, like people are even they're all asking questions or doing some recommendation stuff. I see that people can you're trying to listen to your not say audience, but your community. So I see that you guys have some kind of voting in a platform. Kind of people can vote what they want. This is going to be the future of Crosswise. People can the holders can decide where it's going to go.
So we actually want our community to be a very active part of us, because our success comes from the community. So we want to do what the community wants to do, which means when you're holding cross tokens, you will be able to use our voting feature, which is done via snapshot. And you could easily vote on any kind of major change in our platform. You will also be able to vote on if we should list a specific new token, if we should go into a new marketing partnership or anything. And in the end of next year, we're planning to also release our own governance coin, which would then replace with the voting coin, which is Cross now at the moment. So because this is more fair, then we have like a specific amount of coins. Everyone can buy the voting rights, be a stakeholder of the company itself, and also earn, of course, a share of all of those fees we are taking for e.g. for the exchange, the advanced exchange, for the bridge, and all of those small fees we have on the platform.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, guys, so I invite everybody to have a look at Crosswise. Here's the website, crosswise.finance. Just have a look. There's the white paper, light paper, pitch deck, the tech rate audit here. So we're going to talk about the audit quite in the next questions here. But yeah, so you can have a look. It's very nice. The pitch deck, the white paper is I really like. I had a look. I read everything. So we're gonna talk about the whitelisting also in the end. The whitelisting and the pre-sale is still ongoing. Okay, so I invite you guys to have a look. But maybe Frederick, maybe let's do like this. Maybe you can show us a little bit.
Sure.
What you're building. Like let me share your screen.
Okay, so here is the deck we're currently building. This is like an internal alpha version of it. So I will first show you what we currently have on the BST testnet, and then I will show you how the design will look once it's finalized. So I will show you our design as PSD files, a static file, not an active website. Mm-hmm. So this is basically the start screen of the app. We have forked the basic router of Uniswap v2. We took some elements from non-dexes such as PancakeSwap, but everything you see, let me go to the trade exchange. Everything we have here is our own design. So also adding liquidity to it and everything. So basically, all of those features you see here are very commonly known from any kind of DEX. We have the trade view. Then we have the exchange, which is like the instant exchange. This is what's already working. So we have the typical list of coins that you can already trade. You can add liquidity to it. This is also already working with our own coin Cross, as you can see. Mm-hmm. So I can just add Cross BNB here. I can connect my MetaMask to it. But as you can see here, you can already see that the pools are working. We have farms, Cross BNB, Cross BSD, BUSD, BNB. You can't see the icons at the moment just because it's on the testnet. Once it's released, of course, everything will be working. You see the total balance that is put into the farms. You can see the value in Cross, the value in X Cross you are holding. You can see your amount that you have staked in there. And you can easily turn off and turn on the vesting feature we have, which means when you turn off vesting, you get 75% of the total farm rewards directly into your wallet as Cross. When you leave vesting on, you're getting 100% and 50% are vested from X Cross into Cross within 5 months. We have an auto compound feature, which lets you put it automatically back into LP tokens. So you don't need to use anything like auto farm or any kind of farm optimizer, let's say Beefy Finance or something. You can just turn on auto compound. That's it. You can toggle also staked only, so you will only see the LPs, the farms you're in yourself. So this is just like we're implementing, as you see, like vesting, auto compound, and features like that. You have the stats on top, which you don't have with any kind of other DEX at the moment. This is just the beginning, and once I will show you the design letter, how the farm page should look once it's done within a month. Mm-hmm. And there are loads more features to come. This
very exciting. So yeah, I've seen you've been building this for a long time. The project. Even I talked with some of your developers in the past. So yeah, super excited. But something that we can talk about because this is a concern for many people in crypto, and also is my concern.
Yeah.
And about security, because I've seen you've done some audits. But can we maybe talk about security? So how can we ensure that Crosswise there will be no hacks? Do you have some kind of a hackathon or something planned? What's the goal to have this?
Of course. So first of all, we are currently integrating, or we're already integrated with Certic, and Certic Skynet, which is like a live surveillance software for dApps. They are checking the security of the dApp the whole time in real time. They're checking the trade volume. They're checking on transactions if there's any front running happening. If there are any kind of market manipulations happening on the platform. So they're offering like a whole security set of tools for it. And on our exchange itself, we have already integrated with Chainlink, which means we're using price feeds rather than our own market making automatism, which means we're using the current price you have on any kind of centralized exchange. So we're taking the price from Chainlink, so you get an up-to-date price. You will never get scammed in any kind of way that you're paying a different price than the market price at the moment. I mean, it also leads to less arbitrage trading, which we don't want on our DEX because we want a stable price for every user. So then the other thing we have from the security kind of view is also the price feed for our own coin Cross. So as you've seen, there were loads of flash loan attacks in the last few months, especially for DeFi apps, Pancake Bunny and all of those other famous hacks. So basically all of their investors lost 100% of their assets within a minute because the coin was instantly dumped to almost $0. Pancake Bunny went from, I think, $50 to $1 within 1 minute. And it couldn't gain the price again just because you're splashing a huge amount of coins on the market at the very moment when the flash loan attack is happening, and you can't take those coins back anymore. They can work with buybacks and everything, but it's not possible to buy back 200 million coins when you had 5 million before. Like you're splashing a huge amount of coins on the market. So we're offering Chainlink, and then we have our own anti-bot and anti-whale features. The anti-whale feature is something many people were concerned about. Like, do you really want to limit the transaction volume to 0.5% for any type of coin? We're not doing that. Like the anti-whale router, it's optional. We're deploying 4 different routers. One is the standard one, or MasterChef router, which doesn't have any kind of anti-whale protection at all. Number 2 has 0.5% anti-whale throttle, so you are able to trade a maximum of 0.5 of the total supply of the coin. And you know, even with Ethereum or something, who will trade more than 0.5% of the total volume on our DEX? You would need to invest millions in it. You would have a huge trading volume for that. Second one is 1%, and the third one is 2%. So any kind of coin that launches through our DEX, through our launch hub, can select the right router for the project. So when they decide to have 1% anti-whale protection, they go with this router. They don't want it, they can just use the normal one without any kind of protection. But many new projects, they want it because you know, it's very easy to invest 10K into a new project, and you could easily buy 10% of the total allocation with it, or let's say snipe it with a sniping bot. That's something they don't want. So they want the anti-whale protection. So new retail investors, they are not getting they're not getting this huge price increase through bots sniping a huge amount of the total supply. Yeah, that's basically what we have worked on so far. We're also working on a set of anti-bot features, which would limit certain, like any kind of wallet to do more than, let's say, 200 transactions per day with being online 24 hours. So like typical bot trading, we can easily limit that, and we can just we can then also lower the market manipulation of lower cap coins, because the trading is mostly done by many bots on those small cap coins. And this is something retail investors, you saw, especially with those shit coins, many investors, they got burned with it, with bots trading the coin.
Yeah, true. No, sounds exciting. And can we talk maybe a bit about, like, because people are also concerned about how the what's the future, you know, what the token price, and how the token,
sure,
how can you increase the price of the token in the future, the liquidity and utility of the token, sure, of course. So what do we, in terms of let's say tokenomics, how can you explain to people why Crosswise is a good investment, like in terms of you know, long term?
We have a really great team. Just joking. So yeah, so we have a max supply of 50 million coins. The first DEXs to launch a year or 2 years ago, they have unlimited supply, which means when you invest now, you will never know how many coins there will be on the market within a year or something. The amount of coins can just increase like 2 or 3x or 4x, which means they would need 4 times the amount of people investing money into the project to even hold the price, which is kind of difficult. So that's why many new DEXs or new dApps decided to go with a max supply. That's what we did, and we set it to 50 million. We offer 3 million coins in the current ICO we have. 1 million coins stage 1 got sold out after 13 minutes. We're currently into stage 2 with the price being at $0.3. And stage 3 will be held with $0.6. And the release price, when the coin gets released in December, will be $0.75. So when you buy the coin now, you have an instant gain. But the vesting period is set to 5 months, with 20% being linearly unlocked every month, which means you will have the first batch of coins within a month.
Mm-hmm. No, sounds good. Yeah, very excited. Okay, so let's talk about something important about partnerships. I think that you partner with Certic and Chainlink. Do you plan to have more partnerships coming soon? Or
yeah, this is just the start. I mean, partnerships are what's essential for a DEX, because we need the constant flow of new investors, we need the constant flow of new users using our app and being interested in it. Especially, we have some big players in the market already that have millions of users. And of course, we need to offer something new and exciting to users. And also regarding marketing and partnerships, so they come to us and they start trading on our DEX. This is our ultimate goal. We're not here to just have people investing for years and we won't release anything. We want active users on our DEX. That's why we're doing the whole project. That's why we've already started developing 5 months ago, and that's why we didn't start after the initial investment of the ICO investors. So we have announced Certic, we have announced Chainlink. There are a few new technical partners to be announced during the next weeks. We're currently honestly building up our whole marketing plan with exposure on YouTube, with exposure on Medium, on Telegram, Reddit. We have a Bitcoin Talk bounty program set up. So once that is released, you'll be able to track down those bucks and get some free cross tokens for it. We'll have campaigns on Bitcoin Talk, on BSC Scan. We'll have some exposure on major magazines, including Hacker Noon and BTC News and some other websites. So we're currently trying to figure out what the best places are to actually market our DEX. It's also because as you know, there's so much fake traffic, and you just need to see what's really converting in this space. 80% of those marketing things you will try out won't actually work, to be honest.
Yeah. So basically, you answered the question I had about marketing. So the question is answered already. So yeah, I believe you guys are gonna do a great marketing. So it's you know that it is market, so you know how it works. So I'm pretty excited for the marketing, because it's important for any project. It doesn't matter if you have a good technology, if you don't have good marketing, the project doesn't doesn't take off.
Of course.
So
you need the audience.
Yeah, cool. So just to wrap up, then, like, can you tell me if there was more, because the whitelisting, there were some issues in the whitelisting. Many people could not invest because of the passport issues. Maybe you can talk like how can people now can get whitelisted and invest in Crosswise?
It's super easy at the moment now. So at the moment you will only need your email address and your wallet address, which is a MetaMask BSC address. Our presale system only works on a desktop, laptop, or Mac system. It's not working on your mobile, sadly. We couldn't work that out because Wallet Connect wouldn't issue any pre-sale contract functionality until now. So we had to go with the desktop MetaMask version. But you only need your only need your email address and your wallet address. It takes 30 seconds to sign up, and you get whitelisted within 1 or 2 hours after that. You will get an email, your wallet address got whitelisted, that's it. In the past, we were working with a full KYC with Passport. After that, after many users reported us with issues that their passport didn't get accepted, BlockPass had some technical timeouts, and so on. Many people drop out of the whitelisting process. We spoke to our legal department, and then we actually decided to go with the simple whitelisting process, because we don't need the full KYC at the moment.
Okay, so is the link on the website the same? You just click here, get whitelisted.
Exactly, it's still the up-to-date form. So this is the simple form, which only needs like 1 minute for you to get whitelisted. Okay.
So just click here, get whitelisted, and then it's going to open this form and just process. Exactly. Just go ahead and yeah, because I know at least like 5 to 10 people, they just message me, Andre, I cannot invest because it didn't work. I know my girlfriend, she's Russian, her passport could not work, and so now
there are many issues with it.
Yeah, I understand. So now people can try again, so this is important. So guys, the pre-sale is still on. It's the round 2 now, $0.3, which is quite cheap still, like it's crazy.
Exactly.
And Frederick, thank you so much for coming here
today.
Thank
you for having me.
Talking about the project. So is there anything else you want to talk before we wrap up the episode?
Just wanted to say that we also have local Telegram communities now. Many people came to us and they wanted to have a local community in Portuguese or in Russian, everything, because many have a language barrier in English. So we've set it up. You can find the list in our link tree, and that's it.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Frederick, thank you so much for coming today. So I wish you very good luck for the project. I'm also super excited.
Thank you so much.
I invested myself, and I'm going to be following. And
we won't disappoint you.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for everybody watching the video today, and hope you see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Frederick. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also leave all your questions down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.